And we are live. We are live for Brother Overload Part 2. Brother Overload Part 2. So, yes, do not adjust your speakers, your headsets, do not adjust your screens. You're being dosed with a double helping of chocolate. A double helping of chocolate. Not chocolate,
How many
chocolate.
how many scoops? Two, please.
Two times two. So yeah, welcome to the Flixters podcast. You've got myself, Deval, and you've got Emmanuel. Emar is on holiday, enjoying himself in the sun, in the tropics with his family. So if you're listening, which he probably isn't, because he's not going to bother listening to us while he's on holiday, but just in case, it plays automatically when he opens up his phone. Hope you're having a good time, teacher.
Yeah,
But yeah, this is the Flixers podcast. If this is your first time, what do we do here? We listen to when we watch movies. We listen to them as well, actually, but we
yeah,
watch movies, TV shows, and all that kind of stuff, and then we review them on this show. We have a laugh on the way,
yeah.
and that's what we do. So if you're interested in that, make sure you follow us: Instagram, Twitter, not Twitter, sorry, X,
X.
YouTube, Facebook, and you can follow us literally in person as well. But you know, yeah, we're not hard to miss. So you can follow us in person. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's us. And yeah, so we're gonna have a good show today. We've got Godzilla Minus One as our main review. So
Mm.
looking forward to reviewing that one. But first of all, what have we got today? We've got a shout out. We've got a shout out to, do you know who?
Who are we shouting
To
out?
Oh, we've got a big shout out to one of our long time OG. Uh, you know,
Stir and Cook, or what's his slogan?
was that?
I
What's his slogan? What slogan? What do you mean?
swear he's got like a slogan where he's always cooking.
Oh,
And he's
Zakharov, of course. Yeah, this is Zakharov. Zakharov cooks. He cooks while he listens to the Flixters, and he says that we add spice to his meal. So, I hope that's a good thing. So, yeah, so
Mwah.
Zakharov, if you're listening, big shout out to you. He said he's got a laptop that can now facilitate the, uh, the sort of the podcast package that we use, because the last
Mm.
time we tried to get him on the show, it didn't work out. So now he's got the means, so we're going to get him on the show at some point real soon. So we've been trying to get him on the show for like a year and a half. Going to make it happen. And like we said last week, anyone else wants to come on the show, let us know, and we can hopefully make it happen too. So yeah, so big shout out to Zakharov. He loves his movies. Go check out his page on Instagram, Zakharov. It sounds like a Bond villain, but he's not a villain. He's a good guy. So yeah, that's it. That's today's shout out. So yeah, so we're going to first of all movie news. So what's been happening in the movie news? So first things first.
What we
Hey, I'm going to
got?
ask you. Do you like? We talked about Zakharov. Now we've got Zack Snyder. See the
Another
little
Zach.
link there? Yeah. So, do you like Zack Schneider?
Of course. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. What's one
Yeah.
of your one of your favorite Zack Schneider movies?
The most recent one, what was it? Army of the Dead. I thought that
Oh,
was a good
okay.
take on it. It was on Netflix.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
the one where they're zombies and they're going to rob. They're going
yeah,
to rob a
the
safe or
casino.
something. Is that the
Yeah,
one?
in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there was the DC heroes that
Oh,
he,
Justice League.
Justice League that he
Mm.
saved.
Justice
Yeah,
League, Superman, so Man of Steel,
Superman, Batman.
Batman
Yeah.
versus Superman. Okay, all right.
What's
For me,
yours?
for me, I'm going old school. For me, 300 still for me is one of my favorite films.
Oh.
Yeah, there's so many like quotes in that film. There's just the dialogue, the I want to say the graphics, but yeah, the cinematography,
Yeah.
just everything about that film. It's just wicked. That was 2006, 2007. That film still holds up very well, man. It's got Michael Fassbender,
Mm,
who's still in the same shape he was then. He was one of the 300. The film is just wicked, man. But
yeah.
that's not the news. The news is that Zack Schneider has now regained the rights to the 300 script. I kind of linked it in there. But sometimes you think of these scripts and these movie rights, and it's not always wrapped up into one neat pile. But somebody might
Mm,
have rights to one thing and the rights to the other thing. It gets very, very, treacherous in the world of rights and movies and also music as well.
yeah.
But now he's got the rights back. It makes me think he might have another crack at 300.
I wonder why was it taken away from him in the first place, or did he just decide to shelve it? Did the suits just be like,
They can sell rights, can't they? It's a
yeah,
moneymaker. You do a good script, you sell the rights because they made a sequel to 300, didn't they?
they did, yeah,
With
Rise of an Empire,
that's the one. Perfect. It's a
yeah,
great memory. Yeah. So Eva Green, is that her name?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
She was I think she was the villain. She was it from
Yeah.
Casino Royale and
Yes.
Sin City 2, isn't it?
Yeah. She's good. She's good.
Yeah,
She's got a very mysterious look about her, and yeah, she's good. But that film wasn't as good as 300. They did try to link it.
no.
They did try to seamlessly
I,
link it, but
I think it might have been because what is it? It wasn't Jared Butler on the second one. It
nah,
was Sullivan Stapleton, was it? Who
I don't
played?
know. I don't know his
Yeah.
name, but yeah, it's not. I guess it's not his fault. The guy done a good job, but Gerard Butler and all them guys, man, they just Xerxes and all that film was wicked, man. How can they say? What did they say again? The Persians say, "Oh, we have an army of 1 million men, and our arrows are so many they will blot out the
The
sun."
son, yes.
And then the Spartans say, "Well, we'll fight in the shade." It's like it's wicked when you think about it. There's so many quotes in that
I,
film. It is
uh,
wicked.
I just
We'll fight
remember.
in the shade. Come on, man.
I remember coming out of there, and before I'll be sitting there till the very end because I want to see like all the
Mm.
way, and then I see everyone, particularly the guys, all just felt like they were going, going. They were part of the 300 army. They
Yeah,
was walking up strong,
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, sir, mate.
someone walking with a bad back. They were upright.
Yeah, that's it. Going to the gym and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's see what happens with Zack Snyder when he gets he's got the script back. Is he going to make another 300? We'll have to wait and see. Next,
Hmm.
we've got Blue Eye Samurai. Have you seen Blue Eye Samurai yet on
Yeah, it was.
Netflix?
Yeah, season one was good. Yeah.
I haven't finished it yet, so I can't really fully comment. But so far, from what
Okay.
I've seen, it's a good show. It's a
I'll give it
really
a
good
four
show.
out of five. Four out
Yeah,
of 5 stars. Yeah.
mm,
Yeah.
it's a
Did you
really
know
good
that it's
show.
got what is it? What is it? It's done by the creator who did Logan, and who
Oh,
like wrote
Mangold,
Logan.
James Mangold, or
Michael Green.
oh, okay, okay,
Yeah, he
okay.
did Logan and Blade Runner 2049.
Oh, okay, decent.
Yeah,
Okay, I didn't know that.
yeah. And guess who the voice is on one of them though?
Who?
George Takei.
George Takei from Star Trek.
Yeah,
Is
Sulu.
it? Oh, Sulu, is
Yeah,
it?
Sulu, man, he's on there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
and
decent
then
show.
Save the Cheerleader, Save the World. The
Oh,
time, the time, the time traveler.
Hiro Nakamura.
Yeah,
I forgot,
he's
I can't remember his real name, but yeah, Hiro
Masai
Nakamura.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, he's
Yeah,
in it. Okay, cool.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, okay. Oh, cool. But yeah, I think season two. I mean, it's been greenlit for season two. That's the no-brainer.
Yeah.
And yeah, season two is coming. I'm not sure when because animation takes time. Like
Mm,
it's not a quick process, especially good animation. So don't expect this in the next year. Expect it in maybe 2 years or something like that. But yeah, that's a good sign that good
mm,
shows are getting greenlit. So I'm happy about that one. Next bit of news. This is sad news, by the way.
yeah.
So Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Have you seen that show before?
I I've seen 1 or 2 episodes, but I've
Mm,
not watched like. Yeah, I'm not a religious follower of Brooklyn Nine Nine. My
mm.
brother, he watches that. He said it's absolutely hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah. So the sad news is that one of the main stars from that show,
Mm.
who goes by the name of Andre. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right.
Brunner or something.
Bruger or
Brugger.
Brauger or Brower.
Yeah.
Andre Brower or Bruger. Yeah, he passed away,
Brower. Yeah.
age of 61, following an illness.
That's young
So
still.
yeah, it's not old at all, man. It's not old at
Mm.
all. He's one of those guys. When you see his face, you just know who he is. You know what I mean? He's just one of those
Yeah.
sort of distinctive people. I wouldn't be surprised. I think, correct me if I'm wrong. He was in like The Mist, wicked film, by the way.
He was best
Uh,
known in what is it, the show Homicide and
yeah,
Brooklyn. Yeah, Brooklyn Nine Nine. I think
yeah,
is his
yeah.
pinnacle.
Yeah, he's done a
Those
lot
two
of stuff. He's been
shows.
in Law and Order, Special
Yeah,
Victims Unit. I watched that. I still watch that to this day. He's been in lots
but I
of
think
TV shows and.
he's been most famous for holding the badge, isn't it? That even though if it's typecast, it's
Yeah,
still
yeah. Good police, like
still
sergeant,
yeah.
kind of, yeah. And he also, I just double checked now, and I kind of knew it, but he's also done the voice of, he done the voice of Darkseid in Superman, Batman, Apocalypse.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he done the voice of Darkseid, so I can tell that kind of voice.
Mm,
It's going to be people in animation are going to come towards him,
yeah.
because those kind of voices are very distinctive and got a lot of character. So yeah, side
Mm,
news, he passed away really recently. So yeah, hope his friends and family are okay, as
yeah.
okay as can be. But yeah, so just let you know about that news as well. But yeah, so that's movie news for this week. So now we're going over to what's new on streaming.
Streaming.
Yeah, so okay, have you seen Reacher?
I've not seen Reacher. I've been told good
Uh,
things about it though.
uh,
Have you? Am I missing
Emmanuel.
out? Am I missing out?
Reacher. Do you know what? Season one came
Mm,
out. Was it last year or the year before? Season one was good.
yeah.
Season one came out of the blue. It was something different. It was just Jack Reacher, isn't it? And I think Tom Cruise might have played him. Did
Right.
Tom
Okay.
Cruise play him before? I think Tom
Yeah.
Cruise played
Yeah.
him
It was in
before
the
in the
movie
film.
Jack Reacher.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
Jack Reacher in the books
That was
is
like what
a
2012 or something.
yeah.
Mm,
Jack Reacher in the books is a monster. He's a beast. He's massive. This is the books by Lee Child. He is a big unit. He's ex-military and all that kind of stuff. And he's
what
just
is he like SAS or something?
I don't know what he is. He's everything. He's everything.
One
He's
man
everything.
army.
Yeah, he's everything. Alan Richson,
Mm.
he plays him. He was in Titans. He was in Titans for I think 2 seasons.
Oh, was he? He was one of the
Twins,
two.
the Hawk and Dove
Yeah,
or
that's
some Hawk and
oh yeah,
whatever.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was also recently in Fast and Furious as well. He had a short role in that as well.
Mm,
But yeah, season two started. I've seen one episode so far. It looks good. So Reacher, he's a sort of guy who likes to keep to himself, kind of thing. He's quite he does what he wants to do. No one can tell him shit. But he also he does help people, but he
mm,
helps them in his own way. And in this one, it seems like one of his team has been
mm,
murdered, and he's trying to find out who did it. And
mm,
he's got teammates that help him and stuff like that. So this season stars Robert Patrick as well. So you got T2000 and a host of other people that you probably recognise if you see their faces.
mm.
I'll just quickly mention that in this, I've seen one episode so far. There's a really funny bit that happens, and it's the director and the writers winking at us. So I said to you, what's his name? Oh, who's in it? Well, Robert Patrick, is that his name? Yeah, T2000. Robert Patrick's
Yeah,
in it. So somebody from I don't know, someone is on the phone to Robert Patrick.
yeah,
It's Robert Patrick, I think, is some sort of bigwig. Someone in
yeah,
his team is giving Robert Patrick information because they're looking for someone.
yeah.
So they say to Robert Patrick, "Oh, we're trying to find this person. I went to the hotel, and the only person that checked in, the two people checked in. One person was John Smith, the other person was Sarah Connor."
Mm.
And the guy says, "Oh, John Smith, yeah, he's blah 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 blah." And then the guy says to Robert Patrick, "Do you know who Sarah Connor is?" He's like, "I don't know. I don't care." and then and then they just carry on with the conversation. And we all know who Sarah Connor is. We all know that he is the Terminator, and Sarah Connor is the person he's hunting
He
down.
was hunting,
It's
yeah.
just so mad that the guy says to him, "Do you know who she is?" He's like, "Nah, I don't know. I don't care." He does it in such a like flippant
Like a
way.
pan,
He just
yeah.
carries on. There's no lingering on it. But we all know. Do you know what I mean? So it's just that the one little funny bit that I felt was really funny. But yeah, that's that. But yeah, go check it out. It's on Amazon. It's really good.
Okay.
It's really good. So I say definitely check it. Definitely check it out.
How many episodes was it in season one? Do you know?
8. I think it was 8
Eight.
in season 1. I think there will be 8 in season 2. I think.
Okay.
Yeah. I think. So yeah. So that's that. So next on streaming, what have we got? We've
Well,
got
we got
Fargo.
trailers.
Oh no, one more on
Oh, no,
streaming.
streaming. One more, yeah?
Yeah, one
Okay.
more on streaming. We've got Fargo.
Oh,
Fargo.
okay.
Fargo. Have you seen the film Fargo?
I saw the movie, yeah, but I haven't seen the there was the series, wasn't there?
Mm,
After the movie, I haven't watched the.
yeah.
I've watched. I think I watched season one of the series, but
Oh,
then I didn't
Billy Bob
continue on.
Thornton. I think that one was with.
Mm.
I think so. So not one to linger too much. Just a quick note. Yeah, Fargo season 5. So you got catching up to do. Fargo season 5 is out on Amazon Prime again. I've not seen this yet, but Fargo is one of those shows you start watching it, and sometimes it can catch you off guard, and you think, "Oh, this is going to be boring."
Yeah,
No, you got to stay with it.
yeah,
You got to stay with it.
okay,
And this one stars John Hamm. I can't remember who else is in it, but it stars John Hamm, and I just know it's going to be good. This is the sort of thing I'm going to
yeah,
watch over Christmas and probably just mash out in 2 days. So yeah, if you've got Amazon Prime, you got Reacher, and you got Fargo to watch over the Christmas break. So yeah, there you go.
okay,
So yeah, so now we've got trailers, so new trailers that are out, or new parts of trailers that are out. So the first one is Dune. Have you seen the new Dune trailer?
yeah, yeah.
What do you
Same.
reckon?
I'm looking forward to it because I've seen the first one and I like the first one.
Mm,
And I like the story and the world that they've built on that. Um, part two, I just want to see the continuation now.
mm.
What about you?
Yeah, same. Part one, I think it was good. You could tell it was going to be put two parts because the
Mm,
film just didn't seem finished at all. But yeah, part one was good, stylistic. Denis Villeneuve is a really stylistic director.
yeah.
He's made some of the best films. Like you look
Mm,
at Sicario.
Sicario. Yeah.
Sicario is just gangster. That film is just on another level. And then you got Arrival, which for me is one of the most intelligent
Oh, yeah,
sci-fi films, especially when aliens are involved. One of
yeah,
the most
yeah.
intelligent films, and he's involved in that. So yeah, so I trust Denis Villeneuve.
Mm,
So I'm looking forward to season two. Season two's trailer looks more at the different warring factions and stuff like that, and
yeah.
the
Because
characters. And
the actual book
mm,
series is massive. And it's very
massive.
and it's complicated as well. So it's like it's always been a discussion that it's never been able. The book is very difficult to transition into a movie because it's so in depth in the book. It's hard to actually do it justice on screen. So yeah,
Mm,
so that's why I enjoyed the first one because there's some parts of the book which they did well, and I just want to continue seeing the second one. And then
yeah.
if they do the third one, I'm still going to be in it for
Is
the
it?
third. I think it's supposed to. They said it was meant to come out as a three-part like
Oh,
trilogy.
I thought. Oh, okay, I didn't realize that. I thought it was one. I thought it was one and two. But okay, all right, okay,
Mm,
okay, makes sense. Okay, so this one was supposed to be out now. Actually, it was supposed to be out already. Originally, it was
right.
going to be out November,
Yeah.
but they delayed it because of the writer's strike and all sorts. So now it's coming out
Yeah.
in March 2024. So that is what it is. So we'll have to wait for that one. Okay, next we have Rebel Moon. So again, we're going into space again. Rebel
And
Moon.
again, what Zack Schneider?
Zack Schneider again. So, what do you reckon of this one? Rebel Moon. Are you going to be a rebel?
It can't help but being a rebel.
Yeah.
Don't like being told what to do, innit? I almost didn't come onto the show.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You rebel, you.
What
Uh,
about you?
yeah, yeah, I'm looking forward. This is going to be Netflix. This is a two-parter. First
Mm,
part December. Second part is going to be March, I think, 2024. And this one is meant to be like a bit of a Star Warsy type Dune. I think a Star Wars slash Dune type
yeah.
situation. Different people fighting over resources in space and all that comes in between, basically. So Rebel Moon,
Mm,
Zack Schneider, it's his baby. You're going to have lots of slow motion sort of really stylistic shots. He loves that kind of thing. But this one I think could be good. But you were hinting that some people, some reviewers haven't been so kind. You were
mm.
saying
Yeah,
without going into too
I've
much
heard
detail. So
whispers. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
not. Yeah, so I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna hold my expectations to a minimum, and I'll
Mm,
wait to see it myself. But yeah,
mm.
but I think Zach, he's loving the whole Netflix, isn't he? Like,
He's got a
bringing
deal.
his
He's got a
yeah.
deal. I think they give him a lot of creative freedom as well, which I think Warner Brothers were being a bit funny with him after Justice League and all that kind of stuff.
Because I wouldn't
So
be surprised if he brings the next 300 one that we spoke about
mm,
on Netflix as
mm,
a
mm,
as a release. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So yeah, Zack Snyder's he's a good director. I like all these films, most of these
Mm,
films anyway. I like them, so I can't complain at all. I like Man of Steel, all of that. So
yeah.
yeah, can't complain. I'm looking forward to Rebel Moon. Okay, so next one, what we got next? Next we've
Du-
got.
du- 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 du-
Oh
du-
my
du- du-
gosh.
du- du- du. Do you remember the ringtone?
Exactly. Beverly Hills Cop. Is it four?
It must be 4 or 5.
I
I'm
think it's
not
four,
sure.
isn't it? Yeah, Beverly
Probably
Hills Cop
4.
4.
Yeah.
Man, okay, do we need this? Do we need this? Do we want this?
It's again, if again, like Eddie Murphy did so well back in the day. Like the same question was asked about Coming to America number 2. I enjoyed all of like a lot of Eddie Murphy's Trading Places, Beverly Hills Cop,
Coming to
um,
America. Come on,
Coming to
man.
America, Golden Child.
Mm.
Like those were like the heydays. I feel like he's basically just going through the catalog and trying to do a Disney and come back and
Mm.
do
But
something different. Yeah,
at the same time as
remake it.
well, it's like a pension for him, isn't it? This is his pension
Of
fund.
course.
The
I mean, he's
man's
got
got
how many kids as well?
oh, he's like the guy from Total Recall. And he's like, I got 5 kids to feed. My man's got about 15 kids
Yeah. Last I
about
counted, it was like, I
15
think
different
10.
people. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
He is spread. So yeah, he's got to raise money, and if they're offering him these deals, he ain't gonna turn it down.
Mm,
He's got something on Amazon, some sort of
yeah,
Christmas.
well, Christmas one,
Like
Candy Cane Lane.
yeah, and he
But
looks
I feel
so
like,
he
yeah,
looks so what's the word I'm looking for? His face looks so made up.
yeah, yeah.
But
He's
yeah,
trying to look his best all the time.
he
Anyway,
ain't turning it down. He's not turning it down.
no. But when I saw the post, have you looked at the poster? Like when you saw heard news about him doing this one. Did
Yeah.
you ever look at the old posters? How different he looks from.
Yeah. I know. My man should be doing a desk job. He's got no right to be out there running around, jumping around, catching villains. He should be behind a desk. You know where he should be actually? The perfect job for someone his age and is not to say he's incapable, but
Mm.
obviously the older you get, you can't be running around like that. But he should be in that. See the office where they go to they store stuff like if they've arrested
The broom
someone.
cupboard. Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't know what it's called. But if they've arrested someone and
yeah,
they've got items on them, it gets put in a lockup. Like
yeah,
they go
yeah,
in, and you got to sign for it or something. He's
yeah.
that person that says sign for it. He should be that person.
Nice little
You know?
stable job.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Why are you here?
Yeah,
Because I got 10 kids. I need need that reliable income.
but yeah, we're gonna get this on Netflix. I'm not sure
Yeah,
when it's coming out. I'm
and
gonna
it's
watch.
got an old cast as well, hasn't it? In the
Yeah,
trailer, the
yeah.
two cops that were that got him
But
in.
who was it? Was it Nick Nolte? Was that the person he was partnered with?
Mm,
I can't remember
what
now.
the slim white guy was it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't
okay.
remember
Can't remember, but yeah, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it should be fun, I guess, but we'll have to wait and see. Let's see. So yeah, so what we got next on the list? Next we have got Godzilla X Kong.
I put this one on because I saw it on the trailers
Mm,
before seeing Godzilla, and I was
yeah.
just like, you know what? Right now is it's just that I feel like right now we're just getting a abundance of
Mm,
Godzilla or Kong. I mean, we had Skull Island before we had Godzilla. I mean, there's been so many reiterations of Godzilla, but this one's like a new one where we've got Godzilla and Kong, but then there's like the son of Kong, and he's looking like a like a ginger kid.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, baby Kong, you know.
Baby
Flipping heck.
Kong. Like,
Oh, they had to bring out the baby Kong. Do you know why? So they can sell it. So they can sell it. That's what it's for.
yeah.
Merchandise. You know that. I think they're
but
clever.
when I but when I saw him, I was like, oh my god! Like they're gonna give him some really like sort of different story. Like he doesn't have to, he's not just challenged by him being the in the shadows of his father,
Mm.
but he's ginger as well. So
I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on. These King Kong people, man. And then the final scene in the trailer. I mean, so the trailer showing that there's another kind of ape King Kong baddie,
yeah,
and this one, I think, yeah, he's got other people. I think because before in
there's like a tribe of them or something.
there's a tribe, yeah. So in the like,
Yeah,
previous King Kong movie that came out, which uh was it King Kong versus Godzilla or something?
yeah.
Kong versus Godzilla,
Kong
something like that.
versus something like that.
Godzilla versus Kong. So in that one, they went into the Earth, isn't it? And they saw
Yeah,
that there's like a whole other ecosystem and
another
stuff,
world. Yeah.
which is just mad. But so I think within that, there's other Godzillas and other Kongs and there's other things, and I think they want to now have the upper world. They want to come out and breathe the air, you know. So I think Godzilla and Kong. There's a scene at the end where they're just running together, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh. Godzilla and Kong are running towards us like how they were running towards us in Infinity War. So that's remember that Infinity War trailer when they were
Yeah.
running towards us.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a good
yeah.
scene, but like Godzilla and Kong running towards us. I mean, come on, man. But yeah, I don't know. This one's out. When's this out? Actually, I don't know when it's out. It's out
it's
next year,
out.
but I'm not sure
No,
when.
it's next year, April.
Is it April? Okay, okay.
Yeah, after the tax year
Yeah,
end,
I'm
mate.
definitely going
So
to see it. I'm definitely going to see it.
yeah,
Expectations are not high, but you
no,
know, it
I'm
is what it
keeping them
is.
low. Yeah,
Yeah, I definitely will watch it. The graphics are going to be good. I know that, but
yeah.
we'll see what else is good. So yeah, so that's a good one. Thank you for that. And then the last one on the new trailers list is Imaginary slash IF. What's that?
If
If. Okay.
yeah, I put these two. These are two separate movies, but the reason why is the theme is basically imaginary friends. So
Okay.
like one is a nice version, and the other one is a uh, horrific version. So it's like a scary horror. So
What?
imaginary is the horror version, and then if
What? Really?
is
It's
the
just two movies.
yeah, it's two separate movies.
Oh, okay.
If is starring Ryan Reynolds,
Ah.
and he plays like a guy who used to have like an imaginary friend, you know, like sort of like Ted, where he's
Mm,
grown up and then imaginary friend, he
mm,
doesn't believe in them anymore, and then there's a little girl who discovers the imaginary friend. I think it's his imaginary friend. I'm not too sure, but then
mm.
she has to basically. It's just the movie just is based. Both of them are based around having a child having an imaginary friend. But in the
Ah.
movie Imaginary, it's like a sadistic uh,
Ah.
teddy bear which is possessed and gives the like tells the kid, "Oh, I'm your best friend," kind of thing. And but it's like a
Okay.
spirit that's possessed it, and
Ah.
it's so it's two different
Like
versions,
Chucky,
but
like almost like Chucky.
almost like a Chucky, yeah. So
Mm.
yeah, it's not
Okay.
walking and talking. It's by the makers
Megan.
of Meg. Yeah,
Oh,
Megan.
okay. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
so.
Okay. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
And in the trailer, I'm not spoiling it because it's in the trailer where the teddy bear is like influencing the little girl to
Mm,
squash this flower, but it's
okay.
a hallucination and it's actually a nail in a board. So she's gonna slam her hand.
Oh. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh. Okay. I do want to see that just to see what's going on there. I will
yeah.
watch that. Okay. Oh,
So
cool.
you got a bit of naughty and nice on
Okay.
that
That's it. Okay.
one.
So there's lots of trailers for you to pick from. Let us know what you've seen. Tell us what you think on those trailers, and yeah, we'll see when they come out what they're actually like.
Mm,
So next we've got Anniversary Corner. So this is where we look at a film that has hit a certain checkpoint when it comes to an anniversary. So whether it's 10 years, 15 years, up to 30 years, then we're going to talk about it. So
Getting
this
a blast
film,
from the past.
exactly, a good old blast from the past. So this film here, it's actually linking up with the movie we're going to talk about later. This one is 1998, so 25 years ago.
Wow.
Godzilla. Godzilla.
Godzilla.
hmm 25 years ago. Did you remember this film?
Was this the one in? I mean, he was destroying New York, but was this the one with Jamiroquai?
The
The song
soundtrack.
came, yeah, was part of.
Yes, 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 yes. This is the one with Leon. What's his name? Jean Reno
Ah,
and
okay, yeah.
Matthew Broderick. Who else is in this? A few people's in this. So obviously, a few
Mm,
people. This is the one directed by Roland Emmerich, who loves to
yeah.
direct and make sort of disaster movies. You know,
Mm.
where everything blows up. So what else is Roland Emmerich has done stuff like Moonfall, Independence Day, 2012,
So there's, yeah,
10,000 BC, The Day After Tomorrow. So movies with the end, you know,
catastrophes.
catastrophes exactly. So that's Roland Emmerich's style. But this one, yeah, I watched this in the cinema. I remember in the cinema, even before that, the trailer was
Mm,
seeing Godzilla's foot land on something, and
yeah.
it was massive.
Wasn't it? It was a guy, and it was in between the toes, wasn't it? Where
Yes,
the foot
yes,
comes
yes,
down,
yes,
and he's like
yes, yes,
ah
yes, yes,
with the
yes, yes.
camera.
Yes, Hank Azaria. I think his name is that. He's the one
Yeah.
that voices a lot of characters in Simpsons.
Oh, is it
I
okay?
think he actually voices Abu, the Indian
Oh,
shopkeeper.
the Indian, yeah,
Yeah, I
convenience
think he
store
actually
guy.
voices him. I think,
Okay.
but yeah, yeah. So 1998. Yeah, and
Yeah,
this is the
that's a
one where
memorable trailer. I remember that one.
yeah, the actual film wasn't too bad as well.
Mm,
For for its time. And do you know how many Godzilla movies there's been?
no, I don't. I'm gonna
There have
guess
been.
maybe
Have a
like,
guess. Have a guess. Have three guesses, and I'll tell you how if one of them's right.
all right, 18
Higher,
or 23,
higher.
27.
30 at the time of at the time of the next film we're going to talk about,
Yeah.
Godzilla Minus One. I think it's 38. So it's 37 or
What?
38. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So a lot.
That is, I would, you know what? Wouldn't, I'd hazard a guess that it's so surpasses Kong movies.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. The first Godzilla movie was made in 1954. 1954, and sometimes there'll be two movies in a year or something. But
Yeah.
look, this is all starting from obviously Japan, and they've been making lots of movies, lots of movies, lots of movies.
Mm.
The earlier ones resembled. Do you remember Power Rangers and how that kind of looked?
The rubber
Where
suits, yeah.
yeah, someone's in a suit, and the sort of cities around them, and they're just like
Yeah. Before
doing that and all
CGI.
that. Yeah, well, it wasn't even CGI then. It was all
I
practical. It was all practical back then.
exactly, yeah.
It was all real stuff. So yeah, so that's why when 1998 version came out, it was like, wow, this is crazy. Like, Hollywood budget and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's a good movie. It's decent. Does it stand the test of time? I guess only time can tell. But that brings us nicely over to the main movie today, which is Godzilla Minus One.
I've literally just found out that there's 13 films that's been made of King Kong.
That just 13.
13 films.
Thought it'd be more than
I've
that.
got to I've got to double check that, but
Mm,
13. That's a stark contrast from
yeah,
Godzilla, man.
I thought it'd be way more than that. 13. Okay. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right, then. Yeah. So what do you so yeah? So Godzilla Minus One.
Mm.
Maybe should I sort of set the scene and then we sort of talk about it, or
Yeah. Do you know
yeah?
why it's called Minus One?
Yes, I do. Minus one. Do you know?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
because
Yeah.
it refers to the country's slump.
Mm,
It was like rock bottom after World War Two,
yeah.
and then yeah.
And then they saw the Godzilla incident as like, okay, we were already at zero, ground zero, and now you've put us back one, so we're back. We're like minus one.
Minus one, yeah,
Yeah. So good title, because I was thinking, why is it called
yeah.
Minus One? But yeah, it's a good title.
Mm.
But yeah, so this movie is Japanese made. This is this movie starts off in 1945, just as the sort of World War Two.
1954, isn't it? Soon after the Second World War.
Yeah, 1945. Yeah, yeah, just as like the Second World War was kind of coming to an end, kind of thing, and Japan are starting to like, I guess, down tools, or I think they're actually losing the war or retreating or something like that. But the war's
Yeah,
ended anyway; it's coming
the
to an
war
end.
has ended. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is happening in sort of the Japanese region, and the film sort of starts where I guess the whole of Japan has suffered. Everyone's suffered across the world, isn't it? Not just Japan, but the whole world has
Just a
suffered.
massive depression.
Yeah, massive depression,
Massive.
and things are just it's gone to shit kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
The film kind of picks up where a kamikaze pilot, and for people that don't know, kamikaze pilots are the pilots that literally flew into their target with a bomb on them,
Mm.
and that they will be the weapon. So the kamikaze pilots know they're not coming home,
Yeah.
you know? And
And
one
back
of
then
the
it was like what is it, an honoring
yeah,
thing.
yeah, you're doing your bit for your country, you know, and
Mm.
you're sacrificing yourself. Uh, so yes, what one of our main characters is a kamikaze pilot. He doesn't actually carry out his mission, and he lands in a neighboring island where the island has sort of been designated for like repairs if
Mm.
people's planes are not working and stuff like that. So it's like a repair island. So he
Repair
lands
shop.
there and says, "Oh, my plane wasn't working. That's why I didn't,
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
that's why I didn't do my job.
that's why I didn't." Yeah, and then the guy's like, "You sure?" But anyway, as the war's kind of ending, they're like, "Oh
Mm.
well, I guess you got lucky because it's kind of finished anyway." So
Yeah.
that's where the sort of film picks up, and yeah, I mean, from there, I don't know how much I don't want to spoil too much with this review because I don't want to spoil too much because I went into this film only seeing the trailer once,
Oh,
and
okay.
I think I semi cussed the trailer, and I'm taking it right back. I semi cussed it a little bit by saying the
Yeah.
Godzilla looked a little bit like a man in a suit.
Like yeah.
Yeah, and take that back. I realized, you know what? Okay,
Because it's canon, do you know it's canon of the original 1954 one
mm,
that was done. So yeah, so the director actually wanted it to look cool, but also
mm,
like scary,
yeah,
being Godzilla. Yeah.
yeah. So I'll just quickly finish off the sort of premise, but without going into too much detail. So the kamikaze pilot doesn't fulfill his job. He lands on this island, and from there, something happens. They're attacked. You know, they're attacked, and many people suffer. And then he has to go on living his life in post-war Japan, which is not easy. He goes back to his home village and it's a wreck. And he's got to try and rebuild his life. And then while he's trying to rebuild his life with new people, new
Mm,
families, uh, Godzilla shows up and just causes a wreck to the city. And then obviously everyone's got to try and deal with that. No, I'm not giving away too many spoilers, but everyone's got to try and deal with that, and he's a part of that solution because he's had experience. But
mm,
the thing about this person, this main character, the kamikaze pilot, is that he's depressed. He didn't fulfill his job. He's come back as a kamikaze pilot. That's not something you do. So if you come back to your village as a kamikaze pilot, it means that you were a failure. You
yeah.
dishonored your people.
Yeah.
I think somebody
Yeah.
even says in the film, if you done your job right, my family will still be alive, she says. You know, because if he'd done his job
Yeah.
right and hit the enemy, then they wouldn't have lost the war. So there's all
Yeah. It
this
was a
that's
massive
being said.
dishonor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's honestly massive dishonor. So he's down. He's going through his
Mm,
life and it's just not. He feels like a massive failure. So he tries to do his best and he tries and he's obviously trying to do stuff to make up for it, but it's never enough. And now Godzilla's come onto the scene and it's sort of giving him PTSD from what he's suffered in the past, and he's trying to help, but there's certain times where he kind of fails in trying to help, and he can't really do a good job.
yeah.
So things go from bad to worse, and other people are going through lots of shit too. Uh, So
But you really see it in the opening scene of where he is, because
yeah,
he keeps on getting reminded of the dishonor that he's that's he's bear but he's
yeah, the
put on
burden on his
himself. Yeah,
shoulders. Yeah, it's just
because from the start he lands on the island, then there's a action that he was meant to take, which
mm,
then he didn't go ahead with, and you're like, why? But it's like another reminder, like you just keep on failing. Like
mm,
when you're supposed to be pulling the trigger and making the action, you're not doing it. And
mm,
but he just keeps on trying, and until like I think the last action, which
mm,
was almost
mm,
heroic again.
mm,
But
mm. This the
what I
word.
did like, yeah, go on.
I was to say the word redemption comes up to me when it comes to my mind when I think of this movie, in this character that he has a journey. And
Mm.
I was watching a review on YouTube a while ago about the reason why Hollywood movies are failing, and it's because they don't have that character journey anymore. The character
Oh, the
journey,
hero's journey.
yeah,
Yeah,
lots
yeah.
of the Marvel films don't have the hero's journey. Look at Captain America, look at Iron Man. All these
Mm.
people have a journey where they come from. They start here
From the bottom.
and they end up there, and they have all these inner challenges, which
Yeah,
this guy has inner challenges. Godzilla's just he's there, but the challenge could have been at work. The challenge could have been something else, something else. The challenge is still there within him.
yeah.
So Godzilla is just a tool to get that challenge. But this character and other characters too, they have these arcs, and
Mm.
this movie does it. Do you know the budget of this movie?
Oh yeah, I heard about it's like 50 million, which
15, 1 5,
15.
15, $15 million, not even pound sterling, yeah?
I heard it's like less than a single episode of a Marvel of a
Crazy.
Marvel She-Hulk
And
episode.
fair enough, the graphics might not be as good as, Godzilla versus Kong, the American version
Mm.
and stuff. But do you know what? When you're getting good character development and good stories, the graphics come secondary.
What
And
I
I
liked
must
about yeah,
go ahead,
go
go
on.
ahead.
What I liked about it was I actually felt something for the actual characters on the screen,
Mm, mm, mm.
which is for its budget makes it even more like they did really well with the money that they
Yeah.
had. Yeah.
Really well, because even Godzilla tears up the place, and I don't know how they've done it with that budget. He tears up the place. Yeah, Godzilla, he's not as fluid. I'll give him, that's fair enough. He's not as
Yeah.
fluid as what we've seen recently, but it's fine. This Godzilla, for me, even though he's not as fluid, he is powerful.
He's powerful. He packs a punch. I think he's the most scariest
Yeah,
Godzilla that we've
thank
seen.
you. Do you know why? Because this Godzilla, he ain't for the people. This Godzilla that we've seen with the American one, like
Yeah.
he's meant to be an anti-hero. He'll come and fight, the other monster, then he'll go away. This Godzilla will go away when you're dead. This Godzilla comes, he tears shit up, and he's radioactive breath or
Yeah,
whatever you want to call it.
yeah, it's fire blast or
That one
atomic
there,
blast.
when he lets it off, it is
Mm.
like an atomic bomb goes off. It's not just a
But it's the way he charges.
yeah,
I mean, we've seen it in the trailer.
yeah,
His spine
yeah.
turns blue, and it just basically like
It,
pops,
it pops out
like
like a
yeah,
like a toy, innit?
yeah, like a toy.
And
As soon as
even
I saw that, then I was thinking Power Rangers as well. Like
yeah,
that one.
exactly, yeah. Because even the American one, the same thing happens. Then it goes, but this one here, it proper pops, and then when
Yeah,
he lets it off, he
it
actually goes,
contracts.
he goes like that, like he
Yeah,
literally shoots it
and the
out.
spines on his back go down as well, back
Yeah,
into yeah.
and the target. This is no
Mm.
joke. It's an atomic bomb. It's a mushroom
A
cloud.
mob cloud.
The whole place is gone. Like
Mm.
the American one, when he shoots at a building, yeah, the building might just sort of split and fall. But this one, in Godzilla Minus One, it's a wrap. There's no survivors after that. And this
But I do
Godzilla
feel
kills
yeah.
people.
But you know what? I felt another reason why I felt for the people as well, or the characters in this, is because this is post World War II. Like
Mm,
Tokyo is flattered, yeah,
mm,
like it's
mm,
basically like down on its knees, and then you get Godzilla who comes in and then wrecks the
Mm-hmm.
rest of
Mm-hmm.
what's surviving. So I don't even, I sympathize with the people that were on the boat and they were like, you know what, we need to get rid of this thing
Mm-hmm.
because that Godzilla was menacing.
Mm-hmm.
Like 5 blasts of those, and it would, it's like a. We're talking about the environment at the moment.
Yeah.
It would be a winter fallout
Mm.
with, that would occur. And there's a little hint in the movie towards the end with the characters, with one of the characters who was injured
Mm.
in Godzilla's attack. But I'm not going to spoil it. But I feel like from that there will be a sequel to this
Mm. Okay.
because the just a bit of science is that with like the bombing in Japan,
Mm.
the atomic blast basically sends the radiation up into the air, but then
Mm.
it comes down as ash, like toxic
Mm.
ash.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
we saw it in the movie where
Yeah.
like it was coming down, and that is poisonous,
Mm.
and so you're basically like the radiation is contaminating wherever it falls. And in the movie with the person who the girl who was one of the main stars, she's infected
Mm.
by it, and that's why I feel that there will be a second part. It may not come soon, or I
Mm.
don't know when it will come, or whether it will come at all. But I just feel like they left a little thing there
Mm.
for the possibility of there being a
Okay.
part two. I,
Hmm.
I really enjoyed the I really
Mm.
enjoyed the movie.
What would you give it out your 5-star system then?
I'm probably biased because a lot on this, but I
Mm.
think it would be a four out of
Mm.
five.
I'd probably give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah,
Uh, this is definitely a thumbs up. Go and watch this film. It's out now in cinemas. I think go watch it in the cinema, support the film, as in don't wait for it to come out on,
no
download or anything like
streaming
that.
or anything like
It's
that.
a
Yeah,
film that needs to be seen in the cinema. Like Godzilla's need to be seen in big screen. So go give it a watch. It's Japanese subtitles. I don't go there expecting any
yeah.
English dubs. Nope. Go watch it in Japanese and you'll enjoy it
I'd
just as
I'd
much.
say go support it, but
Mm,
I think it would be if you do not like reading subtitles, then
mm,
that will be an absolute put off.
yeah.
It's gonna put you off on it. But I say it's worth going through the subtitles
Yeah.
because the actual whole movie is so good
Mm.
on the budget that they did. The
Hmm.
storytelling, the actual feel for the characters, where they're at, the whole thing was just really good. Well, really well done.
Do you know Gareth Edwards, who directed Godzilla, the first one
Mm,
in 2014, first Godzilla, and he
yeah,
directed Star Wars. I can't remember what Star Wars he directed, but he directed Star Wars as well.
yeah.
He watched this in a screening, and he came out and said he felt jealous because this is how Godzilla should be. He was jealous, so
Yeah,
that's high praise
yeah.
from
That's
someone that actually directed Godzilla in 2014 with a 200 million dollar budget.
yeah. He was
Uh,
spoiled.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's it. That's it for this week. Go watch the movie. Let us know what you think, and chat with us on YouTube. Chat with us on X, Instagram, and Facebook as well. Next week we have got Aquaman. So yeah, big movie next week. Aquaman, and also we're going to do our end of year wrap up as well. So you've got 2 shows that's going to come out before the end of the year. And
Hmm.
yeah, I think that's it for this week. Thanks, Emmanuel. A pleasure as always.
Always a pleasure.